Listen closely, no, more than that. Don't just hear me, honor this moment. Pause what you're doing right now. Take a deep breath. Let my voice find a home inside your heart. For this is not coincidence. It is no accident that you are here, that your eyes have found this message. This is not chance, it is a response. It is a divine signal from heaven. It is direction. It is a call straight from my throne into your life. I am the one who formed you in your mother's womb. I chose you long before you drew your first breath. Today, I have come to remind you of something the world tried to make you forget. The faith within you is far greater than any mountain you are facing. That faith has the power to open doors no human hand could ever unlock. It shakes the heavens. It speeds up promises. It changes reports. It breaks dark sentences. And it cancels the plans of the enemy against you. Do not think for a moment that I have not seen your struggles. I have watched the weight pressing on your shoulders. I have seen the nights when you stare at the ceiling, asking, why isn't this working? Why haven't things changed? I know the moments when you've wondered if I truly hear you, if I'm really moving on your behalf, if I'm actually preparing the way ahead. And I say to you now, with unshakable authority, yes, I am here. Yes, I am in control. Yes, I go before you. Yes, I am arranging every detail in your favor. When you walk in faith, you activate the impossible. When you trust me, the laws of heaven override the laws of earth. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not alone in this battle. I am your God, the one who never fails, who never sleeps, who never loses a war. I go before you on this very path that troubles your heart. I am straightening what was crooked, toppling the giants that rose against you, and breaking the chains that tried to hold you down. And hear this, not a single promise I have spoken over you will return empty. Not one word from my mouth will come back void, for it will accomplish the very purpose for which I sent it. Your faith is not small. Whoever told you it was lied to you, that faith has carried you this far. It helped you win silent battles no one else saw. It sustained you through private wars and hidden tears. It kept you standing when everything inside you wanted to collapse. And because you're still here, it means I still have mighty, supernatural things to do in your life. Every time you bend your knees in prayer, all of heaven responds. When you cry out, I dispatch my angels. When you declare your trust in me, I accelerate the process. And though you may think everything is at a standstill, know this, in the unseen realm, wheels are turning. Miracles are forming. Doors are unlocking. Blessings are being arranged to arrive at the perfect moment. Do you know when that moment is? It is now. Today I choose to visit you. Today I choose to rewrite your story. Today I choose to honor your faith. Do not let doubt steal what I have already released for you in the Spirit. Do not let anxiety blind you to the fact that I am already at work. I have seen the tears you swallowed so no one else would notice. I have felt the pain you hid behind your smile. I collected each tear as seed, and now I tell you, a harvest is coming. A harvest of miracles, a harvest of answers, a harvest of restoration, provision, and honor. I am raising up people you do not yet know to be instruments of blessing in your life. I am whispering your name in places you've never been. I am bringing your face to the minds of those who can help you, who can open doors, who can extend favor, who can push you forward. Because when I decide to move, not even the gates of hell can stop me. You are hearing this message not by accident, but by divine appointment. I chose this very moment to remind you, your faith has never been in vain. This word comes to renew you, to strengthen you, to lift you up, so you will know that while others looked at you and said, "They'll never make it. They won't survive this," I looked at you and said, "Yes, they will, because I am the one going before them." So, hold tightly to your faith. Cling to me as your only security, for I assure you, what seemed impossible will become your testimony. What seemed lost will be restored. What seemed dead will rise again. What seemed closed, I, the Lord of hosts, am opening right now. I am the God who makes rivers in the desert, the God who brings water from the rock, the God who knows no limits, no impossibles, no barriers of man. My power is not determined by opinions, nor by predictions, nor by what the world declares. My power manifests where there is faith, and your faith today is moving the heavens. Now hold this word in your spirit. You no longer walk alone. It is I who goes before you. I who tears down the walls. I who rescues you from the traps of the enemy. I who commands angels to guard you. I who writes every line of your story. Keep your eyes fixed on me, for while you are focused on the problem, you may miss the truth that the solution is already in motion. While you worry about what you lack, you do not see that provision is already on its way. While you exhaust yourself trying to understand the why, I am already working on the how. And no power in earth or in hell can stop what I have already decreed over your life. Receive this confirmation now, for your spirit is already sensing what I, your God, am pouring upon you. There is movement in the unseen. There is victory being won in heavenly places on your behalf. My angels are already stationed. My warrior, Michael, has drawn his sword to break ties, shatter chains, dismantle traps, and destroy every work of darkness sent to delay you. Hear me, child, your name is engraved in the palm of my hand. Your life is not drifting, not lost, not out of control. It rests firmly and securely in my hands. You are under my care, firmly held within my perfect plan. And nothing, absolutely nothing, has the power to pull you out of the safe place that is my presence. Many look at your situation and see only impossibility, but I see a stage set for my power to be revealed, where others see a dead end. I see the perfect opportunity to show that I am God, faithful to the one who stands firm, the lifter of those who refuse to surrender, the defender of those who will not bow to the lies of the enemy. You have come this far because your faith carried you. It was your faith that held you up when life tried to crush you. It was your faith that helped you rise every time the weight of the world pushed you down. It was your faith that made you keep believing, even when everything looked lost. And today, I tell you, your faith is being honored. The seed of trust you planted did not fall on dry ground. I watered it, I nurtured it, I prepared the soil around it, and now the season has come for growth, for advancement, for harvest. Nothing you endured was in vain. Not one tear was wasted. Not one prayer went unheard. Not one cry for help was ignored. All of it, absolutely all of it, has been working together to prepare you for this new chapter. I am now opening over your life. This is a time of restoration, a time of acceleration, a time of answers, a time when you will see with your own eyes that when I go before you, no obstacle can stand. That contrary wind you felt was never meant to destroy you. It was pushing you closer to your destiny. The doors that closed were not punishment, they were protection. The people who left your life were not losses, they were releases. I had to clear your path. I had to remove what was slowing you down, uproot what was draining your strength, tear away what was stealing your peace. Now you will walk lighter, safer, and more confident toward the promises I myself have written for your life. Look around. My care is visible in every detail. Waking up today was already a miracle. Hearing this word right now is proof that your spirit is aligned with heaven, receiving a direct call from my heart. This is not just a message, it is a decree. It is a prophetic announcement. It is a spiritual release that shifts atmospheres, breaks chains, untangles knots, and opens new paths. And if someone tried to convince you that your story had reached its end, hear my voice. Your ending has not come. In fact, I am only beginning to rewrite your story with honor, with provision, with restoration, with miracles, and with overflowing blessings. What was once your shame will become your reason to celebrate. What was once your struggle will become your testimony. What was once your desert will flow with rivers of provision, abundance, and peace. Hold on to your faith. The one who made you the promise was not a man, not a system, not a government, not time itself. The one who promised is the God who created the heavens, the earth, the seas, and everything within them. And if I have spoken, it is settled. If I have determined it, it is decreed. If I have released it, not even the combined forces of hell can cancel it. So lift your head now. Step out of fear. Step out of the cycle of anxiety. Step out of the emotional prison the enemy tried to lock you in. For I, the Almighty God, am the one calling you today, saying, walk by faith, move forward in faith, declare by faith, believe by faith. For faith is the assurance that everything will turn out well, not because the road is easy, not because everything is visible, but because I go before you. And where my feet step, the impossible surrenders, the sea parts, the giant falls, and the miracle happens. Now, take possession of this word. Embrace it. Let it take root in your heart. For I did not bring you here to merely soothe your soul. For a moment, I brought you here to transform you completely, to turn a key in your spirit, to raise you up in a way you have never known before. Your life is not drifting, not forgotten, not abandoned. I, your God, am guiding you. I go before you, clearing your path, breaking chains, destroying invisible prisons that tried to keep you bound in cycles of pain, lack, anxiety, fear, and disappointment. What I have prepared for you is far greater than your eyes can see and far beyond what your mind can comprehend. That is why you must not rely on reason to grasp what can only be lived through faith. Faith is the bridge that connects you to the supernatural. Faith is what carries you across terrain that human eyes call impossible. Faith is what keeps you moving when you see no exit, no solution, no answer. And because of that faith, I now deliver this victory into your hands. I am the Lord your God, the one who never fails, who never delays, and who never lies. You were not created to live as a beggar, scraping for crumbs of love, care, provision, or attention. No, for I am your Father, and a loving Father never allows his child to lack what is needed. A caring Father never leaves his own in want. A protecting Father never permits evil to prevail. And I, your Heavenly Father, tell you today, I am watching over everything your physical needs, your emotional struggles, your spiritual battles, your finances. I am bringing alignment where there was confusion, balance where there was chaos, order where there was disorder, prosperity where there was lack, and peace where there was turmoil. Take hold of this truth. Do not let it slip through your hands. Cling to this word, embrace it tightly, because I assure you, you did not come this far just to fail. You were not brought this far to live in fear, in pain, in lack, or in scraps. You were brought this far to live in promise, to walk in miracles, to receive honor, and to experience the supernatural power of your God. For whoever walks in my presence will never be put to shame. And now, more than ever, I urge you, do not keep this word only for yourself. Share it, declare it, spread it. When you do, you become a channel of my movement in the lives of others. You become a bridge of hope, an instrument of faith. Just as I am reaching you right now, so I will reach others through your obedience and your act of faith. Nothing is lost, absolutely nothing. That money you thought would never arrive, that situation you believed had no solution, that business you thought was stuck, that relationship you thought was beyond repair. I am stepping in. I am shifting it. I am unlocking what was blocked. For when I decide to move, no one and nothing can stand in my way. I tell you again, your God goes before you. Your God opens the path. Your God shuts the mouths of lions. Your God closes the pit of death. Your God destroys every trap set against you. Your God breaks the cords of bondage. Your God tears down every wall that rose to stop you. So breathe deeply. Lift up your head. Stand firm upon my word. For the one who walks by faith does not walk alone. The one who believes will never be put to shame. The one who waits upon me will not be disappointed. And hear me clearly. Your waiting has not been in vain. Your faith has not been overlooked. Your trust will not be frustrated. What I have prepared for you is far greater than anything you have ever asked, imagined, or dreamed. For I am the God of abundance, the God of more, the God of miracles, the God of surprises. So understand this. This is not just a message. This is a decree, sealed in heaven and released today over your life. I, the Lord, have brought you to this very moment to realign you, to reposition you, to strengthen you, and to remind you that your name is carved upon my heart, engraved upon my hands, and written in the book of life. No dark power can erase what I have written. No opposing word can cancel what I have determined. No attack of the enemy can stop my sovereign will from being fulfilled in you. Your God is going before you, and when I go before you, contrary winds turn in your favor. Walls that once seemed unbreakable crumble. Doors that were locked swing wide open as if they had never been shut. The impossible bows to my authority. Human logic is silenced. Reports change. Sentences are cancelled. Debts are paid. Sickness loses its grip. Pain dissolves. And scarcity transforms into abundance. This is who I am. This is what I do. I am the one who lifts up the forgotten, the overlooked, the rejected, the underestimated. I raise them high, I honor them, and I make them living testimonies of my power. For I am not impressed by zooms. I am not deceived by appearances, and I am not limited by circumstances. I look at the heart, and when I find faith, I find an open door to release the supernatural. So I say to you, do not fear what your eyes see. Do not fear the headlines. Do not fear the voices of doubt. Do not fear the human reports. For while others look at your life and see only problems, I see promises. While the world points to your pain, I point to your destiny. While people try to define you by your failures, I redefine you by your faith. Do you remember those nights when you lay awake in silence, fighting thoughts, wrestling with fear and anxiety, holding back tears so no one would see your weakness? I was there. Saw you, I held your hand. I carried you through. And today, I tell you, those nights were not wasted. They were seeds sown in tears, and I myself now water them with my faithfulness, so that you may reap a harvest of joy. The season of lack is over. The season of pain will no longer consume you. The season of fear will no longer rule you. Today, I call you into a new season, a season of abundance, a season of honor, a season of restoration, a season of peace. A time when all that was delayed begins to align. A time when what once seemed distant draws near. A time when what appeared impossible begins to unfold before your very eyes. For I did not call you to merely survive. I called you to live, to conquer, to prosper, to advance. Because your life is not an accident. Your story is not a mistake. Your birth was no coincidence. From your mother's womb, I set you apart. I chose you, and I wrote a story of victory, of testimony, of blessing, and of honor. And know this, no one, not a single person, has the authority to change what I have decreed. If anyone tried to make you believe your best days were behind you, hear me, that was a lie. Today, I break that lie, I cancel it, I destroy it. For your best days are still ahead of you. Your future will not be marked by pain, nor by lack, nor by shame, nor by failure. Your future will be marked by my mighty hand, by my limitless provision, by my constant protection, and by my peace that surpasses all understanding. Just as I opened the Red Sea, so my people could walk through. I am opening a way through the sea of problems that tried to surround you. Just as I brought down the walls of Jericho, I am tearing down the walls that tried to imprison you. Just as I made water flow from the rock, I am bringing provision from unexpected places. Just as I multiplied the loaves and fishes, I am multiplying your resources, your strength, your opportunities, and your dreams. Lift your head high, for your story will not end in the wilderness. I delivered you from the Egypt of your past. I led you through the desert to teach you to trust me, to show you how to depend on me. And now I am bringing you into the promised land, a land of abundance, a land of provision, a land of rest, a land of peace. The enemy tried to convince you that you were alone, that you were forgotten, abandoned, and unheard. He whispered that your prayers never made it past the ceiling, that your cries were met with silence. But today, with my own voice, I shatter that lie. I have always been here. I have always heard you. I have always held you, always shielded you, always kept you safe. For it is I who guard you. It is I who protect you. I am the one who opens the right doors and shuts the traps set against you. So do not be afraid. Do not waver. Do not retreat. Hold fast to your faith, because faith is what moves the heavens. Faith is what tears down walls. Faith is what releases miracles into the earth. If you have made it this far, it is because your faith has carried you too far to give up now. And I assure you, what I have prepared for your life is worth every tear you have shed, every prayer you have prayed, every moment of waiting, every sacrifice you made, every choice to believe when nothing seemed to make sense. So I call you now, plant this seed of faith again. Let it grow, let it stretch, let it release miracles. And know this moment is not the end, but the beginning. Prepare your heart, for what I am about to do will exceed your expectations. Those who saw you weeping, those who saw you crawling through the struggle, those who mocked and doubted you, soon they will see you harvesting, rejoicing, testifying, and living in the fullness of what I, your God, have set apart for you. Get ready, because what I am about to unleash in your life will be so powerful, so glorious, that even those who doubted you, even those who turned their backs, will have to confess, This is the hand of God. This is the favor of the Almighty. This is the supernatural work of the one who never fails, who never lies, who never abandons his own. For the one who walks by faith does not walk in darkness, but in the light of my presence. They walk guided by my voice, upheld by my hand, protected by my angels. And when I go before you, no road is closed, no mountain is too high, no barrier can remain. I open, I release, I unlock, I make a way. Hear this, even what your eyes cannot yet see, your faith is already activating. What your senses cannot perceive, your spirit is already receiving. Right now, there is a mighty movement in the spiritual realm. Contracts are being released, papers are being signed, people are being stirred and positioned just to bless you. Your home will no longer be marked by cycles of pain, lack, sickness, sorrow, conflict, or endless tears. At this very moment, I am breaking every cursed cycle, every word spoken against your life, every arrow of envy, every snare, every spiritual, emotional, and financial blockade, all loses its grip now. For when I step into the scene, evil dissolves, darkness flees, curses are overturned, and sentences are broken by my decree. And my decree over you is victory, peace, provision, abundance, restoration, and miracle after miracle. Do not mourn the doors that refused to open. Do not be troubled by the opportunities that seemed lost. I am the God who does not depend on man-made doors. If necessary, I will create new doors where only walls once stood. I will call forth resources out of nothing. I will send provision from places you never imagined. Those who walk with me do not survive on scraps, do not live off leftovers, do not cling to what is barely enough. They walk in supernatural provision, in honor, in abundance, in the very best that heaven has prepared. So I say to you, stop staring at your limitations. Stop measuring your life by the balance in your account, the debts on your table, or the reports that look hopeless. Your provider is not the system, not the government, not your employer, not the economy. The one who sustains you is me, and if I am your father, you will lack nothing. If I am your provider, your supply is guaranteed. If I am your God, your life will no longer be marked by scarcity. Even now, I am releasing abundance in your health, your mind, your emotions, your finances, your relationships, your work, and your home. Take hold of it. Guard this word in your spirit. Do not allow the enemy to steal the seed I am planting in your heart right now. This word carries power. It carries anointing. It carries miracles. It carries freedom. Whoever receives it by faith will live. Whoever believes will see. Whoever obeys will receive. And hear this, stop worrying about who doesn't believe in you. Stop exhausting yourself trying to prove yourself to people. The ones who need to know what I am doing in your life will know, and not because of your words, but because of your fruits. They will see it in the undeniable, visible, undeniable transformation that I, the Lord, am bringing forth in your life. Prepare your heart, because I am about to surprise you precisely in the area where you stopped praying, where you thought it was too late, where you believed it was impossible. That dream you buried, that desire you locked away, that project you thought would never come to pass, I, your God, say, bring it back out, breathe life into it again, dare to believe again, dare to dream again, for I am releasing supernatural acceleration. What you thought would take years, decades, or even a lifetime, I am bringing forth in days, in hours, in moments.